ahead. Alright, so this is a little bit full.
I'm making a pomade.
Porridge.
I'm making pumpkin pomade.
Pumpkin porridge. Oh, interesting. Breshkin Punch, Jamaican style. Hi Sparkers, welcome to Dun-Hamz Spark. We hope that you have been sparking beautifully every day in every way. Today I share with you my recipe of Breshkin Punch. Yes, Breshkin Punch. Now what's Breshkin Punch? Breshkin Punch is a combination of breadfruit, which we call breshe, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the breshe further on in the video, and pumpkin. So breshe from breadfruit, because we call breadfruit breshe, and the kin from the pumpkin, so Breshkin fruit. So today I share with you Breshkin fruit. So the inspiration came from my sister, yes, and she knows that I'm always making pumpkin juice. Yes, I like to make pumpkin juice, and she remembers the story of me going to St. Mary when my friend from college, Samantha, and I went to our other friend Joy's house, and Samantha made breadfruit punch, which I will share a little bit more in the video. So we're gonna get right to it, Sparkers.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, E.G.? Alright. So Sparkers, here we go. This is Mishy Spark style. And I'm not using any measurement. I just I go listen to my grandmother Gladys, Mama, God rest her soul, to say, stop, put in little more of this, take out that, now do that, that sort of thing. This thing that you always see saying that, you cook with your grandmother's spirit. That's so much true. So let's do a little rundown of our ingredients, Sparkers. So I have the good old breadfruit. They call it breshe, as you must have realized by now. And got it in Santa Cruz. Wasn't the market. I got it along the way. And pumpkin, we call it pumpkin. Yeah. In Jamaica we say pumpkin. Yes, so I have my pumpkin, I have my breshe, I have my pumpkin, and I am going to be adding some dragon stout. If you wish, you can use Guinness instead, but I'm using dragon stout. Yeah. And I am using the good old Ray & Nephew white overproof rum. Yes, God rest Papa soul, Papa underfoot this. Yeah, man. And I am using Benjamin's vanilla for flavoring. I am using Badia cinnamon. So the Badia cinnamon was introduced to me by my mother and brother, Jamie, and mommy introduced me to it. And I like the Badia's collection. And I'm using Surge condensed milk to sweeten. And of course, we can't forget this spice, nutmeg. Alright, so Sparkers, you can add whatever ingredients you want in your own Breshkin Punch. You can sweeten to your liking and flavor to your liking. Whatever it is that works for you, you do it. So yes, let's do this, Sparkers. We are going to be doing the Breshkin Punch. So Sparkers, here we go now. The Breshkin Punch. So Sparkers, let's talk a little bit about the main ingredients that we're going to be using today. Breadfruit and pumpkin. Pumpkin, as we say, and breshe. Alright, so the breadfruit was taken to Jamaica by Captain Bligh in 1763. And we call it breshe, as you'd have heard me referring to it. You know, growing up as a child, I always hear my mother call it brushy. Some people say if you eat too much of the breadfruit, you get coward. I'm not too sure about that, but I know that I enjoy it. There are different ways in which we prepare the breadfruit in Jamaica: roast, boil, fry. Some of us do that. Some persons even bake it, and that's fine. It doesn't matter how it is done, you just do it to your liking. Alright, some persons take the breadfruit to make breadfruit chips. The breadfruit is a rich source of energy. It is rich in fiber. It helps to lower your cholesterol. And the leaves of the breadfruit are used to treat patients with diabetes and high blood pressure. Right? Well, we used to boil the leaves for my grandmother to help with her diabetes and her blood pressure. They say that the breadfruit also helps to promote good skin. So yeah man, go and consume your breadfruit. It helps with the promotion of great skin. Alright, so that's it for the breadfruit. A little bit of history about it. I love it, by the way, whether it is boiled in soup, you know, good Saturday evening soup, it's good to put the brusher in. Yes. And whether you're going to fry it, whether you're going to roast it or bake it or make chips with it, how would you like to use it, or how do you use your breadfruit sparkles? I mean, we can be creative. Today I'm doing something different. I'm using the breadfruit and the pumpkin to make Breshkin Punch. So the first time I came across the breadfruit punch was when I was going to the Monique College in St. Anne. Yes, big up all Monique Heights. Yes, soaring to the heights of excellence always. Yeah, man. And so at Monique, I met Joy and Samantha, who are still my friends today. And we went to Joy's house in St. Mary. We went to Joy's home in St. Mary one Christmas to spend a few days. We went to pick breadfruit down by the tree, I believe. Not sure Samantha and Joy, yeah man. And when we came back up, Samantha decided that she was going to do breadfruit punch. Now it was my very first time to hear somebody say they're going to use breadfruit to make a punch. Wow. And when I tasted it at the end of it, wow, it was creamy like ice cream. It was rich and it was really, 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 really good. Right? So that was the first time I came across breadfruit punch. And I enjoyed it so much. I went back home and I told my family about it. And that day also, it was the first time I saw somebody cooking white rice with coconut milk. And Samantha was doing it by Joy. So she cooked the white rice just like how she seasoned rice and peas. It's the same thing she did with the white rice. And put the coconut milk in it, and boy, that did really shell down. Right. So we're moving on now to the pumpkin. Yes, pumpkin. Some persons like to do a lot of things with pumpkin. You know, we can be creative with it. The pumpkin was brought to Jamaica by the Tainers. When the Tainers first came here, they cultivated a lot of pumpkin. Yes, and you know what they did? When they were making their stew, they would cut up pieces of the pumpkin and put in the stew to make the sauce thicker. So this would thicken the sauce and give it a greater vibe. So this is what the Tainers did with the pumpkin when they were here. In Jamaica, we use our Jamaican Creole a lot, our patois a lot. So we don't really bother use the nice word all the time and say pumpkin. We say pumpkin. Yeah man, can pumpkin come? Yeah man, put some pumpkin in our pot. Peel the pumpkin now, dice up the pumpkin now, put in the soup with the carrot. Yes. So across the Caribbean, pumpkin is also known as calabaza, which is a Spanish name, and it is also known as the Cuban squash. So pumpkin is rich in antioxidants. It is high in fiber as well. It has minerals. And it helps to boost the immune system, and it is just good for the body itself in general. It's good for our health. So it's always great to consume pumpkin. Yes. So normally we cook it, right? We boil it, yes. And today we're making a punch with it. What do you do with pumpkin? So sparkers, what we're going to do now is that we're going to be washing the breadfruit and the pumpkin, and we're also going to be peeling them and dicing them up. Now I have to be careful with the brushy because brushy stains, and I don't want to get stained. I'm not wearing an apron now, so don't want to get stained, so we have to be careful with that. Alright, this is going to be Mishy Spark style, Sparker style. You don't know I'm a Jamaican, and it's always good to be creative. Let's do this. Let's do this. Eh. Brush again, brush again, brush a brush a brush a brush a brush a brush again. Yeah man, so we're gonna do it. Brush again, brush again, brush again, brush a brush a brush a brush a brush a brush again, brush again, brush again, brush again, brush a brush a brush a brush a brush a brush again. Hey! So here we go, sparkles. We're filling up the water as we're going to be washing our breadfruit so that we can peel it. And after we wash the breadfruit, we're going to be doing the, after we wash the breadfruit, we're going to be washing the pumpkin. So here we are, sparkles, we're going to be washing our pumpkin. And after that, we're going to be doing a little bit of peeling. Alright, sparkers, so we're going to be peeling the pumpkin. So we have washed it and we're going to be peeling the skin of the pumpkin. Normally in Jamaica what we do, you know, we always when we're peeling and we finish peel off the skin of the food, we always give the pigs or the haggis you would call them and give them for their food. And if you don't have a pig, normally what we do is to save it for our neighbors so that they can give the pigs to eat. So we are peeling the pumpkin, sparkers, because we want to dice them up, and then we're going to do the breadfruit, and then we are going to put them in the pot, which is on now. The water is on in the pot because we want to cook, we want to partially cook these, right? So yeah. So sparkles, I'm about to do the breadfruit. You know, you have to take out the stem of the breadfruit. Normally when you take out the stem, if the breadfruit just stick, you're going to see it drain out. But because it's not just sticked, you don't see any stain running out. And we are going to be cutting the breadfruit. So we're cutting the breadfruit into half. Alright. So you have different types of breadfruit, you know, sparkles. Well, the two types that I know of is the white heart and the yellow heart. So this is a white heart breadfruit. So the yellow heart breadfruit normally look yellowish on the inside. So this is the white heart one. So I have my pan here. And there's water in the baking tin here. Some water. So just peeling the breadfruit. And like we said, this part is the heart of the breadfruit, so we have to cut it out. Because we don't cook it with it, or we don't make the, well, I'm not making punch with it. Sparkles, at the end now, let me just take off this part. And then I'm going to the sink and I'll be pouring off the water from the breadfruit. Here we have our breadfruit. Here we have our pumpkin. So Sparkers, this is a nice mix of the breadfruit and the pumpkin, and we're going to put it in the pot now. So Sparkers, here we have it, the breadfruit and the pumpkin, they are on the fire, and we're gonna leave it to partially cook for a while. So here is a roasted breadfruit. I did it last night. So Sparkers, we are ready now to take it off, so we're going to turn off the stove and we are going to put it to cool. So Sparkers, we are going to be blending now, and we are going to be putting in the ingredients.
Hello guys, today I go to blend that one to the other ingredient.
So tell them what you're blending.
I blended other ingredients.
What is this? What ingredient is this?
Is a pumpkin.
Pumpkin and what?
And it's yam.
No sir.
Yeah,
pumpkin and breadfruit.
Pumpkin and bread.
What you tell them what you're blending? You're blending what?
I blended pumpkin. I blended that one over the
You have to speak up. What is this?
And what is it doing?
What is this?
That is the pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin and what you're blending?
I blended a breadfruit.
Okay, pumpkin and breadfruit. So we call it breadfruit too. Yes, that's a patwa, breadfruit. So we are blending the pumpkin. We're putting in the pumpkin and the breadfruit. We're putting in the brush and the pumpkin to blend, and we're using the same juice from the same water that we used to cook it. Is the same water that we're using now. So EJ is helping me to put the ingredients in the blender, and he's doing an awesome job, right EJ?
Right, mommy.
Alright, we can clean that up. Continue.
Okay.
I'll grab a piece of paper towel. Take your time, take your time, take your time.
Take your time, EJ. Well, it'll be colorful, guys.
So I was here doing my thing, and he said that he wants to come in.
Okay, and what pose deal and make it bend. And when make it
You know, when the kids get in the way,
and
when the kids come in, the show kind of slow down, but it is more fun with them, and it's teaching them something. Alright, let mommy help you now.
No, mommy help you.
Alright, let me help you. You know what I'm going to do? Scrape them in now. Scrape them in. Take your time. Ooh. Ooh. And it also gets messier when the kids come around. However, we have to teach them from now how to do things and accommodate them, right?
Right. Okay, it makes it better now. Mommy.
Alright, so as you can see, this is the water from there. Put in a little bit more of it in it, and then we're going to blend it together.
Mommy, that one.
Alright, so we're going to cover the blender now. Leave that EJ, let's blend.
Okay.
Alright, your turn now. Go ahead and blend. Already Sparkles, this is the nice rich look. Yeah. You saying something to the Sparkles?
Yeah, Sparkles. I need that one is the same one that we're making the juice for mommy. And what do we do for we're making?
We're making the juice. So Sparkles, if you haven't subscribed as yet, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, send it on to somebody, pass it on, and tell somebody about Dun-Hamz Spark. you making?
I'm making a pomade.
Porridge.
I'm making pumpkin pomade.
Pumpkin porridge. Oh, interesting. Okay, pumpkin porridge. That's another recipe for you to try, Sparkles. Pumpkin porridge. Brush it. Breshkin, Breshkin. We are make Breshkin, Breshkin, Breshkin. We are make Breshkin, Breshkin, Breshkin. Run the rhythm. Breshkin, Breshkin. We are make Breshkin, Breshkin, Breshkin.
Go to left. Go to right. The top button to the left. To the right. We like to go talking. Now. To the left and go elbow.
Woo! Alright, Sparkers, so we have now blended and now we're going to be pouring, right, EJ?
Right, Mommy.
Are you ready to pour?
Yes, ready to go.
Alright, we can pour from the top here.
Mommy,
Ready?
I help you.
Yeah, you can do it. Ready?
Steady.
Steady.
Go.
Let's pour. Good job, EJ. Wow, it's rich, Sparkers. Alright, so EJ, we're going to be blending. Wow, take a look at this. Show Sparkers, EJ.
Oh, look at this. So beautiful made it.
We made this lovely juice. So we're now going to put in the second set of our juice, alright?
Alright.
Our second set is finished and EJ and I are going to do the honors. Ready?
Ready,
Ready?
go.
Hold on, ready?
Ready, go.
Look at this, Sparkles. Wow. Woo! Stop. Woo! Wow! Look at this! So we're going to use another container, EJ. We're going to have to use this, right? So let's pour it in this. Ready, steady, go!
What's in this?
Alright, so we are going to load it up somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got honey.
Look, it looks like honey. Wow, lovely comparison. Look, lovely. Whose honey is this?
It's for Grandma.
Yes, it's grandma's honey. Who gave grandma? You remember who gave grandma?
It's Uncle Taka.
Wow, you remember? Yes, Uncle Taka gave grandma.
Mommy,
This is Uncle Taka's production of honey, right?
Right.
Yes,
Mommy,
and
open it and pour it.
Mr. Walford does the sealing and packaging, right? Yeah.
And what for?
So if you want some good St. Elizabeth honey,
Mommy,
hit me up. Yeah, Mr. Walford, he does them. Yeah, man. With my Uncle Tucker. So this as EJ is here talking about honeybee, this honey is the honey from Uncle Tucker's farm. So his honey farm. Yes, so it was packaged by Mr. Walford. So Sparkers, here we have it. We're not finished as yet. We are going to sweeten it now and put some flavor into it. So some rum. Alright, hold on. Let's throw it in this and you put in the rum. And you see, when I smell rum, Sparkles, is one person I think of, and that's my grandfather, Carlton Jones. Rest his soul. Yeah, man, nice smell. So pour in the rum, EJ. If when you mix it up and thing, you feel like you want some more, no problem. Hold on, we have to break that a little bit. Alright, so condensed milk, to search condensed milk. Some persons are going to use now a fancy opener. Now, I'm not going to use the opener today, but I'm going to use the old Jamaican way. The old Jamaican way is to use the knife and punch it. So we're going to do something like this. Then we punch down and we create that.
Look at that, EJ. Wow.
Isn't that awesome, EG? So we're going to do it to the other side now.
We're going to the other side, Father.
Yes, and we punch.
We're going to the other side.
See, we'll open the tin. Alright, so we're going to be mixing it. EG, we're going to take our time and stir. Take our time and stir. Take a little time. Hold on, we never put in
Mommy, why don't you help me?
cinnamon. Put in the cinnamon, not too much. Alright. And we'll put in the cinnamon and so to our liking. And then we're going to do the nutmeg, which we just mix some of it.
Okay,
And
guys.
then
Okay, Papa. So now,
some my sparkles stir Papa Joel. Come, okay, sparkles.
no, okay, Papa. So
So here you have it, sparkles. Our Breshkin Punch is ready. And we are going to be tasting it, right, DJ?
what, Mommy? I gotta taste it.
We're going to be tasting it, and as I said to you, I'm going to take it to them others to taste. Here we go. We are going to do the taste. Thank you so much for joining us, Sparkers. Here we have our Breshkin Punch, and I'm going to be tasting it. Before I taste it, Sparkers, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, right? Yeah, man. And so, now it's time to test it. Breshkin Punch. Ready, steady, go.
Mommy like it. Like
Wow. Wow, it has a very creamy taste, a rich ice creamish taste. It's lovely at tasting the rum in it, and I like that too. Have a buzz. Have a punch for you all to taste.
Yes, guys.
Yes. So here you have your Breshkin. Talk to me about it now.
Wow, it tastes delicious.
It tastes good for you, Tian.
Yes.
Yes, Uncle Josie.
Tastes good, guys. I'm not telling a lie. Tastes dragon.
You taste dragon? Yes. What else you taste tonight? What else you taste tonight?
I know some tasty pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
And
What?
dragon taste.
And some rum in there. So you say Breshkin can't go on?
Yes.
I now say can't go on the tunnel.
What you say? What you say, Red?
Can't stop bucking it, you know.
We can start buckling. International delivery. Yeah, alright. So Breshkin Passy, 18 Passy Breshkin. So yeah, let me see what my uncle took off. He say now. Yes, my uncle, this called Breshkin.
It's good, man.
You don't taste it?
Yeah, that tastes like something can help, man. You can't make baby.
Oh yeah, say. Punjala, Uncle Tucker say it tastes like something we can help man to make baby.
Yeah, man.
And that Josie say? Jody say it. What you say, Jody?
That tastes smooth and nice, huh?
Alright, my uncle, smooth and nice. Alright, Sam.
Yeah,
So it is, Auntie.
this is delicious, darling.
You love it?
Yes, I love it. And anybody will love it.
Anybody will love it. Sparkers, here you have it. Our Breshkin Punch. Yeah, man. Our Breshkin Punch. Thank you so much for joining us, Sparkers.